Hello, dear friends. My name is Professor Singer, and I teach Invention courses at Tharaka Invention Academy in Kenya. Whether you're just starting your creative journey or already nurturing your inventive spirit, our academy, through its book, The Strategic Application of Ever So Powerful Artificial Intelligence, as well as its online courses, equips you with the tools and guidance to transform ideas into impactful solutions. Innovation is for everyone, and together, we can turn challenges into opportunities and make a transformative difference in your life, your career, your community, and perhaps the world. We'd love to join you in your journey.
I can't help but feel a sense of anticipation. Today, I am about to witness a revolutionary approach to food preservation, one that blends local ingenuity with the modern technology. In the art of innovation, where local materials meet cutting-edge technology, we discover a groundbreaking solution to one of the most pressing issues in agriculture: food preservation. A visionary who has combined science and local craftsmanship to create a revolutionary drying machine designed specifically for preserving fruit like mangoes, ginger, pawpaw, sukuma wiki, and other perishable crops. Alongside him, an dedicated team works tirelessly, cutting ripe mangoes and slicing pawpaws, ready to be placed into the drying chambers. With every piece carefully prepared, the process begins. These machines, made from locally sourced materials, harness the power of air circulation, a gentle heat to remove moisture from the fruit, extending its shelf life, unlocking essential nutrients. Once dried, the fruit are packed and stored, now ready to be enjoyed long after the harvest season has passed. This innovation offers a solution not only for reducing food waste but also for empowering local communities by providing a means of preserving their produce for future use and trade. Vision, what was once a seasonal abundance, can now be enjoyed throughout the year, ensuring that the fruit of today are preserved for tomorrow. From our very humble beginnings to a brighter future, this is food preservation redefined.
Yes, this is another day that the Lord has made, that we meet with an engineer here, whereby we are doing this interview for you to know how to preserve your mangoes, tomatoes, and all veggies. I am with the singer, the professor. Welcome, Mzungu. How are you? Habari yako?
Nzuri sana.
So you know some Swahili? Like? You know? You know to count 1, 2, 3, up to?
Oh no, I'm working on that.
You're working on that. Feel much welcome. Thank you for this opportunity. And now today we are talking about preservation of vegetables, mangoes, and what have you. You've come here and you've done some innovation. Tell us about it. First of all, introduce yourself.
My name is Professor Singer. I'm an African-American man coming from the United States of America, coming back to Africa, my homeland. My ancestral homeland, yeah, most of my relatives are from here, and I lived a number of years ago in Ghana, and I left to return to get an engineering degree, and then I returned again in 2020, but this time to East Africa. Yeah, I learned a lot about Kenya. I thought Kenya would be a wonderful place to go to, so let me go and see if I can do some of the things that I would like to do, and I would like to share the knowledge and experience and resources that I have to be able to help Kenya and other African people, their local communities, and the nation itself.
Interesting.
I can share. I have things to give. Yeah.
So tell us about this innovation, about the preservation technology.
Basically, I've developed a solar dryer that's able to dry foodstuffs, spices, herbs, fruits, vegetables here to preserve them. Because if you can preserve them through drying, you save on weight, you save on cost, you retain the nutritional value of the food. The storage, you don't need electricity. It's much lighter to ship, and people can keep their foods the whole year. And for example, we were talking about mangoes. Yeah, who wants to lose 40% of your crop because it's spoiled before you could get it to market, or because people didn't buy soon enough? So it goes. What if you could keep it for 18 months, 14 months for yourself and your family, or sell it? You know, when the market prices go up, sell it at the high price. But in the meantime, you can store it there in your own sheds, and when the time comes to sell, you can sell, and it won't spoil. So drying through solar energy is it's an ancient process, but given today's technologies, today's understanding of thermal processes, given today's materials and manufacturing capabilities, we can make them now better than before. I'm sure some of your family, we used to dry some of the food in the sun. Just put it out, yes. And you don't worry about the dogs walking on it or the flies or ants.
Interesting. Maybe someone may ask, how do we go about it? Maybe is it expensive to have these drying machines and what?
Relatively no, because later maybe they can see a shot of it. The machine is basically made from local materials, or materials that are available here and assembled here. Yeah, the welders right here in the community helped me put it together. Yeah.
And that's it?
Yeah, and that's it. So if you were to buy imported solar drying machines, very expensive. Yeah, we're talking like 800,000 shillings up. These are in the hundreds of shillings.
Maybe to the farmers around here in Tharaka, they have a lot of food stuff, maybe to preserve that. They are very perishable, highly perishable. Maybe is this practical for them, and how can you explain it? How do you do it? Maybe you can take us through the process.
Yeah, well, the process would be harvesting first, and different types of foods would require drying at different stages. For example, we were talking about mangoes. The most delicious mangoes are harvested when they're very ripe and sweet, not too soft, because they dry in about 14 hours or less, depending on the sun. Which means once they're dried, you put them in a container, seal it, and you can keep them for well over a year.
A whole year?
Yeah, yes.
Without preservations and what?
Without any chemicals, without any other processing, without anything. Just dry them, take them while they're dry, put them in a container, keep them out of the light, keep them away from air, which has, the air has moisture in it. You don't want any moisture to go back into the fruit, and you can preserve. In order to spoil, you need bacteria, you need the organic material like the food itself, and you need heat. Yeah.
How these are machines, how are they decided to be able to dry?
Yeah, when they dry, water is one of the things you need. You need the water, you need the heat, you need the organic material and bacteria. With those, it will spoil. You take away one or more of those things, the process stops. You remove most of the water, it won't spoil. Yeah, it sits there. You can have germs and bacteria all over it, but it doesn't cause the spoilage process. But if I'm sure if you take a mango and cut it, lick it like that, and put it out there, in 2 days, it's black. Yeah.
So maybe how are you helping the farmers here? Because I can see you're doing this practically right now.
Yes, yeah. It will be helping the farmers if the farmers begin implementing the drying of food, because it will be able to extend greatly the shelf life. We talked earlier about the increased cost of what you can get, if you sell it, especially in international marketplaces. I'd mentioned that maybe 130, 150 shillings worth of mangoes, when dried and shipped to the United States, 42,000 shillings. From 150 shillings, and that's at the market. That's not even at a wholesale rate. If you or I go out to the market and buy 150 shillings worth of mangoes and dry it, if we were able to package it and ship it to countries like the United States, the end user, the customer, will pay the equivalent of 42,000 shillings for that 1 kg of dried mango.
That's a 1 kg.
1 kg, yeah. Yeah. And the farmer is happy because if he was able or she was able to dry all of their fruit before they spoiled, now there's no losses. Yeah, before the fruit started spoiling and falling like that, we harvested and dried all of it.
Maybe remembering the process, because we are going to show our viewers the process, because we've taken some pictures on how we are going to put them. You can explain to us, first of all, you get the fruit, you wash, you cut in small pieces, and
Yes. Well, you can get a little bit fancier than that. For example, you can boil it or bleach it or something like that, blanch it like that, and that keeps the color very well. But you don't need to worry about keeping the color so well if it's protected by a thing, if it's protected by a opaque cover, because then the ultraviolet light doesn't take away the color. Yeah, so this process keeps it very simple. Yeah, the whole process of drying. Harvest the fruit, clean it, cut it, slice it, put it in the racks, dry it, let it stay there for 2 days, then pull it out. Done.
it need to stay there for around 2 days, 2 sunny days.
Yeah, about 12 to 15 hours. Yeah.
Then later you
Maybe even down, maybe down to even 10 or 11 hours, on a very hot day.
that now you package and then.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's good, amazing. And maybe in this project who supported you, the farmers willing to maybe to embrace this kind of a technology?
Well, we're working with other NGOs here to see if we can get support for wide-scale distribution of the dryers and training. In the processes, in the manufacture, in the construction, in the marketing of that. Yeah. As a CBO, as a single organization, we don't have the capabilities to undertake all of those aspects to get it out into the Kenyan world. Yeah.
But you are starting,
Yeah.
getting to somewhere.
Yes.
How are the farmers? Have you trying to teach, because I can see you have some employees, they are doing something. Have you tried maybe to do kind of seminars to farmers around this place to embrace the technology?
We've introduced them, but we haven't introduced formal training yet. That we would want to professionalize that. Yeah, not just kind of random here and this, a little bit here and there, maybe there. No. A formal curriculum. Yeah, where they come, they meet, they see the steps, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, through Z. Now they know. Now they can begin to do it themselves.
Amazing, that's good.
Yeah.
What else maybe are you doing around here away from this?
In terms of the solar? Well, again, our
Technology and innovations?
Yeah. Our organization is the Tharaka Invention Circle, and one of the projects that we have in the Tharaka Invention Circle is the Tharaka Invention Academy, which is basically dedicated to teaching people how to professionally go about and in a very systematic way innovating. Just like we innovate this, you try this, you try again, you build, you test it, and innovating, taking from the initial idea of just a dream and taking it all the way up to marketing, distribution, manufacturing, sale. Including the process of how do you market, how do you sell something like this? Can you take, if it's absolutely new, can you invent?
In a nutshell, as we conclude, maybe your message to farmers around in Tharaka and also all over Kenya, all over the world, those who are watching you, what can you encourage them to do in order to maybe to preserve their foodstuffs?
I'd say don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. There are people like me. I'm not the only one. There are people like me who are working hard every day to be able to raise the standard of living, to increase the value, to increase the viability of agriculture here in Kenya. Well, actually agriculture, and when you start innovating and inventing, that can be anything. Fashion, machinery, equipment, digital data, phones, communication, everything. But as far as the farmers are concerned, there are people working on that, and hopefully we'll be able to get these out into the market for people to begin begin using and benefiting them also. Yeah.
These are the kind of machines that are being used to dry fruit and other food stuff here by the Mzungu, the Professor Singer, who has come with a lot of innovation to help farmers here in Tharaka. Mostly farmers who are doing mango farming and other perishable fruit here we can encourage them to embrace this kind of technology. As you've seen, it will be of much help to them. Thank you very much for watching this channel, and we are requesting you to just subscribe so that we can encourage us to do these kind of stories more and more by your support. Thank you very much. My name is Nelson Bosso, and this is Bosso TV channel.